Stop.
Most civilized people are out of touch with reality because they confuse the world as it is with the world as they think about it, and talk about it, and describe it. Now, of course, reality, from a philosopher's point of view, is a dangerous word. A philosopher will ask me, what do I mean by reality? Am I talking about the physical world of nature? Or am I talking about a spiritual world? Or what? And to that I have a very simple answer. When we talk about the material world, that is actually a philosophical concept. So in the same way, if I say that reality is spiritual, that's also a philosophical concept. And reality itself is not a concept. Reality is and we won't give it a name.
Thank you, Alan. Alan. The raptor, the velociraptor. Speaking to him on the plane. In Jurassic Park 3. Pretty random, isn't it? That movie. Here we are once again with some Disco Elysium. Elysium. Some people would say Elysium, wouldn't they? I took a philosophy of art class for about a month before I dropped out. Why did you drop out? You're pretty easily swayed by a majority, though. I wouldn't. I too am too easily. If someone tells me something confidently enough, I go, okay, that's the truth, and I just believe that. Keeper, if you're like, actually, women earn 70 cents to the dollar of every man. Women only earn 70 cents to every dollar in every single piece, every workplace. And Keeper goes, well then, I suppose I'm going to have to kill some men. And so you got to be, you got to be pretty open. You got to be pretty open for philosophy. You know. Kuno doesn't care, no. Panic in the Disco. Too overwhelmed and depressed. I came in it from such a different perspective, called it. See you later, Annie. Get the fuck out of here. Too heavy coursework. The good thing about my art course that I did was that there were no tests at the end. It was all coursework. So I much prefer coursework to tests, even if there's a lot of it. Alright, I don't remember where we got to in this game very well, because I don't think I've done anything in the game yet. That's the game. The game is just minutiae. It's all about the thoughts in between the thoughts and actions, and reactions and emotional reactions and connections and shit, and what's coming up, you know. It's fucking cool. I really like it, but I only like it because it's exactly on the fucking money of what I like artistically, and the way that it's presented is how I like it. So if I didn't like the style, I would hate this fucking game so much already. Really, all that's happening in this game at the moment is, yeah, I got cyberbullied by the other police in town. My character is amnesic, though I suspect it's because he doesn't want to face some sort of previous trauma, maybe. Though it's pretty hardcore. Like, I guess that's expressionism, which would be the point of the game's reason for doing it that way. But to be able to just be like, wow, I don't want to think about how awful you know, this tragic event, or maybe, I don't know what it is, but something that he doesn't want to think about, to just go fully amnesiac about it is an extreme response and not really possible. But that would be, you know, again, it's an expressionist game, so it's whatever. I guess the plot of the game is that we are a police officer in this kind of alternate setting, very kind of Eastern Bloc, Eastern European looking, rundown, dystopian sort of setting. It's like post-war something, and the justice system seems to be twisted. There's like a rebellious faction at work, and then there's the actual law. I play this policeman, and this is my partner for this particular case. And the investigation is that there was a hanged man, and we were kind of looking into what happened with him. There are some suspicions, but along the way, I've also had to do like I got to track down my badge, which I've lost. I've lost my gun. I got to pay for some damages. I got to remember where I live. Got to figure out who made the call reporting the crime. So I called Sylvie. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads, and then track down the gun if I can do that. So we've kind of done some work, but it's kind of a weird game in that sense, like trying to find evidence and shit is pretty crazy. Equip this to open locked containers in the world. The red tip pry bar has Carson T heavy duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. So we picked this out of the car. Chain cutters, the meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Walsham Werkzeuge. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. What is this guy? What is this? Enakio? You know, Enakio is like, yeah, I had one time I was under attack. There were 3, 4, maybe 5 armed men. They were well trained as well. You can tell in their movements. They were well trained guys. At the time, I was being detained by their commander in chief, and I had been I had been chained up with a bike chain around my wrists, and of course these 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 guys, well trained, were coming at me, and the only way I could fight them was either to use just my legs, and it was possible, but I knew I could do something else. I could bite through the steel, and using the strength of my jaw. Now, a human has the tensile strength of a small rodent, an average human. Of course, I, with the jaw that I have, is superhuman, and I had the tensile strength of 5 alligators. So I just bit through the chain like it was fuck all, because I'm a real man, and I took on those 5 guys. I'm a big fan of taking on 5 guys at once. It really is the only way to even the odds for me. I'm Enakio. This is my story. Flashlight. Bearing the logo of Grundstelling RAO, the small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. So we picked up some shit. I don't know what to do now. I guess we'll talk to some people, but I don't know why. This person looks like they want me to talk to them because they're all yellow. Makes you want to talk to them. But we're going to talk to this guy first.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
That sounds like a song I recognize. The man mutters to himself, accenting the beats. He goes, "Oh, it's Josh Homme. You're gonna beat the fuck out of his wife." Keep listening. I am the law. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages.
Oh, this
Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, and all around clusterfuck.
Alright, well that's got to have something to do with it. The harbor gates are closed because of a a strike, which I think we heard somewhere.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in
But I
long
forgot.
haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
He glances south down the
Upon
road.
Days.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am. How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever
He's
knew.
got the same toes.
Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it. I don't quite understand what you're saying. Could you say it again, only less plodding? Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
Hey, what is this? My stream?
So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes on you, boy?
Nope, don't smoke.
Fucking son of a bitch. He nods towards the big lorry behind him.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement.
This
Your
was a
senses
failure.
have nothing to add. You left the ask around elsewhere.
Guess I'll ask around
You
then.
could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. With 3 T's. Rebishaw's weird.
Tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough,
Pines
I'm
down.
sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers.
Lorry.
Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Is lorry even a word in the US? Because you call them truck drivers. What do you call them in Australia? Hi, Lele. Look away. No stream yesterday means I forgot everything exactly, yeah. I mean, I tried to stream yesterday, but my ISP fucked me. Just trucks. And it's a name. Right, yeah. Lorry.
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures?
Electrochemistry.
The more
It says.
transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Mm-hmm. My electrochemistry popped off yesterday. Like, the stream ended and I didn't know what to do, and I was a little too tired to really commit to working on some of the projects I've been working on, and I was like, let's not burn myself out. I'll just go and relax then, you know. Just, it's an impromptu day off. It's all good. You don't need to beat yourself up. Don't have to feel guilty about not working, you know. Just, it is what it is. So I went into the front room and started eating ice cream, and I bought some ice cream because I got the other ice cream I got had corn flour in it, and it pissed me off. And I should have taken it as the note that God, who is definitely real, Hikio, clearly was sending me a message not to eat anymore because he thinks I'm fat and disgusting and I should kill myself. And so I bought some different ice cream which doesn't have corn flour in it, and I sat there eating it, watching TikToks. And I had a thing I had to do at 5. I completely forgot about it. 21 minutes late, and you know me, I hate being late for stuff. And pissed me off, made me so moody because I'm psychotic. And I was just sitting eating ice cream, didn't have a care in the world, man, living in the moment, eating ice cream, watching TikToks, chilling out, baby. And now I'll never do it again because I was late for a thing. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Jesus Arvengesi. You want to see gameplay real bad. Yeah, who was you the one yesterday being a prick? Someone was being a prick yesterday and being like, it's better than watching TikToks. We were forced to watch TikToks a minute ago. Like it's you have any say in the fucking stream, like you're a fucking producer. Was it you? Who was it? Brad talking equals 2 hours 30 minutes. Gameplay equals 30 minutes. I started the gameplay in 30 minutes today. Also, not your stream. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The worst people ever. No, it wasn't you yesterday. Someone was being annoying yesterday. There's nothing worse, man. I'll tell you the worst thing, and I'm not going to play any more of the game now. You've ruined it. When you're a streamer is you do the bit at the beginning. If you're the type of streamer that doesn't just jump straight into the game like I am, and you talk for maybe an hour or whatever, do like an hour of just chatting at the beginning. Then like when you do that and then switch to the game and people go, well, I don't like this part, leaving, and they leave, and you're like, oh, maybe I should do more of the chatting part, I guess. And then when you play the game, if you don't play the game the whole time and maybe do something else or talk like I'm doing right now, people go, oh, I want him to just play the game. Why does he keep talking all the time? And it's so annoying. It's the worst feeling because you're like, oh, well, because you feel obliged to cater to those people because they're speaking. Whereas the other people in the chat, how many are in here right now? 185. 184 of you just don't care. They're just like, yeah, whatever's happening is what's happening. But because that person is speaking in the chat and it goes into your brain, you're like, oh, I should probably do it, and I'm going to change my entire stream for that one person. And the irony is that one person is the biggest prick in the chat. The worst. Right, and yeah. It's always frustrating. And those people are like, they think they're producers, you know? Hey, it's not your stream. Literally anything that happens on the stream is nothing to do with you. Go away. Those people that speak like that. So what did he say? He ain't one of us drivers. I'm really been wasting time and keeping busy. Busy with what, boy? You kill him?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Yeah, fair enough. What are you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Time to arrest him.
American police officer would have shot him 6 times already. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Let me have one.
They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
I want a tracksuit. Is this Eastern Europe or not? Give me a tracksuit. That's your machine behind you. Can I get one of those found tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Yeah, right. Is that your truck?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Interested? Not really. I just asked because I don't know. It must be a cop reflex.
Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
Tracksuit trousers. That guy that does the British bands thing. Hello everyone. We're the Tracksuit Trousers, and this is our new album, Heroin for Nan.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
So,
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Empathy, formidable. What do you see in his eyes? But even on a formidable, I have a 42% chance. I think that's worth going for it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? It's interesting that he's hard to read though, huh? I wonder why. Maybe he is up to something. He's got a perfect cover, you know?
In his eyes, an unfamiliar longing, flecks of brown and gold.
Success, baby. Got a 14. Familiar how?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land.
Hang on, what's he saying? Shivers. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends or ramping up, and it forms a crisscross pattern. Where does it lead?
Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Forburg, high above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. To the old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revershaw, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Montmartin, the border approaches.
What's beyond the border?
You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes.
Yeah, what's his deal though? He's just sad. I love the Hoover story. I had to watch it 3 times. It was so good. Thank you. Maybe I should, as 2 people that have said that, maybe I should clip it or highlight it. Voice acting is ASMR, it is, yeah. Shivers is a good one. I like Shivers. What's in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie. I get longing. I felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do.
Jaw hurts.
There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
I bet that's the opposite of what's going on with my character, which is why it's a point.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Here we go.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
See? I miss my gun, I lost it. I'm fine, man, I don't miss anyone. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. No, I feel hunted. This guy seems like an artist, you know? The way he speaks with emotion. I can connect with people emotionally if they connect with me emotionally first, so I'm gonna go with just seeing where this fucking rabbit hole leads.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known to me as the X something. Maybe it is my ex.
An ex-wife?
That hurt me. Yes.
The pain
It must
burns
be.
in your chest, radiating. The crown of arteries on fire.
Me every time someone comes in and is like, hey, my favorite food, I really like pickles. And I'm like, oh yeah, in England we call them gherkins. Can you call them gherkins as well, please? Ex-wife? No. Oh, okay, it's not. It's a sinister presence that haunts me across all planes of existence. Maybe it's not his ex-wife. It followed me into this world when I awoke. It must be a planar hunter. Whatever it is, one thing for sure, it's not my ex-wife. So it's got to be a dead kid then. Dead kid, man.
Still, a shadowy figure. That sounds pretty bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
Either a dead kid or like a case that went wrong. That Batman comic when he doesn't save the kid, so he starts taking drugs. You know what I mean? The guilt fucking destroys him for not being able to save that kid. First, what is marriage?
Man, who even knows? It's like a legal contract, but also a bond between spirits. Everyone is different. That's all I can say.
It's definitely going to happen to your marriage too. Don't worry, I'm certain nothing bad is ever going to happen to your marriage. Yeah, my thing has got nothing to do with marriage.
Sure, man, if you say so.
Oh, okay.
But
Doesn't look
look,
like
man.
he believes you.
Thanks for this. It's good to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Peace.
Don't be a stranger.
What do we got? What's that? Oh wait, hang on, what's this? Can I get to that? Yes, but I have to go like all the way around here, huh? Interesting statue there. In England, if the statue humanox, if the statue is of a person riding and both of the horse's feet are in the air, it means they died in
An old
battle.
monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Interesting. Yeah, when the horse has got both of its feet in the air, it means they died in battle. If it has one foot in the air and one on the ground, it means they died of wounds from a battle. And if it has 2 feet on the ground, they didn't die in battle. They just died someday. About something.
A silver plaque on the statue's
I think-
pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
Encyclopedia Medium, and I'm not good at Encyclopedia checks because my character checks. So bad then. Encyclopedia Medium 11. What did this king do?
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
What the fuck is a profligacy? Profligacy. Reckless extravagance or wastefulness in the use of resources, licentious or dissolute behavior, sexual prolificacy. Could honestly listen to a whole bedtime story with the brain voice actor, right? Yeah. The best Hoover disaster story you ever hear. Wenceslas.
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I would like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king and he can do anything. Wait, really? There's no way that's true. A deplorable farce. No wonder everything went to shit.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking royal Philippian blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
What is nose candy?
Cocaine.
This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie!
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Elysium Bay.
Bruh, dude. The Queen when I get my hands on her fucking bones. Oh, when I get my hands on her bones, son, I'm gonna throw them in the Thames. Let them sink into the mud where the bitch belongs. Where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Elysium Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. A group of marble plurals still surround the king's vandalized tomb. A deathly cold wind sweeps up candy wrappers and old newspapers.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled.
Who stored it? I'm guessing it's going to be that order of people.
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought
Liberals
it would
hate
be ironic
statues
to
of old.
restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city.
Yeah. Designers, though. Oh, like fake liberal people, like everyone online.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant. So funny and nihilistic. That's you lot commenting on something. That's you lot watching The Last of Us episode 3 and thinking it's the fucking height of art because you've never seen art before. Such a bad idea. I really don't get art. I feel like it's a bad idea.
People in Martinez tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
It's me. I'm special and unique and intelligent.
Philip
Different.
III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
I'm special and unique and highly intelligent and cultured. All right, we're done here, ain't we? Let's go back over here. I don't want to wander too far away from our starting position. It's hard enough to remember what I'm trying to fucking do anyway. Let alone wandering off and activating God knows what other shit there is. We'll speak to this woman. That booger sugar. Nose beer. There's a joke there I don't want to make. Shut up, Toodle. No jokes from you. You're supposed to be in mourning. You're not allowed to enjoy yourself. Scumbag. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the sound. Is there any tracksuits in there? I want a Slav tracksuit, please. Thank you. Closed for winter. Please use main entrance. Well, I'm so quirky and random and different, guys. I'm not like most guys, you know. I'm quirky and random and different, and I've got really different opinions from everyone. And I'm not just a contrarian to try and set myself apart from the masses. To try and make myself seem interesting to you through in disingenuous means. Let's see what this woman has to say.
The RCM in Martinez.
The
What can I help you
gardener.
with?
You sound surprised, woman.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
Fuck it, I don't want to
No
know.
problem.
What is this ACAB bullshit?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Absolutely not. This street sign says a cab.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Very well. Then what about this other sign, pigs go home?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving. Even if she didn't write it, she should clean it.
Oh, dude, one of those cops. You could clean it up if you get a chance. Be a good citizen. That video of the guy, the two cops are chasing someone, and they're like, "Stop her! Stop! Stop! Stop her!" And the guy's like, "What? Stop her?" And he's like, "Yeah, why didn't you stop her? Be a good citizen." He's like, "What are you, crazy?" Like, why would you ever, dude? Who knows why they're running away from the police? They could have a knife. The most insane thing ever. It's alright, I'm just asking.
Okay.
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool. Good to meet you, Just a Gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
Bye.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Wipes her brow with the canary yellow
No
glove.
gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Interesting, I didn't have to empathy that. Let's have a look. Clothes. +1 interfacing. Bye bugs. Might as well equip them. They don't ruin any other stat. Maybe I should retire, take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth the thought. Never. I'm so bad at governing. Governing! What the fuck, Brad? Why does my brain not work today? I did eat 2 cakes with maize in them yesterday. No, knew I was allergic, but was having a fucking relapse day. True relapse day. I ate 2 cakes and a fucking piece of ice cream. Like it's a piece of candy. So, Union men gather in the... Yeah, they're not there yet. Get Kim to tell you about the case. Where's the rest of the armor? What, can we just speak to Kim?
Yes?
Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it.
Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Yeah.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. A security guard or
does the
worker
briefing
of
say
some
about the
sort
victim?
hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide them?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Our job is to find the killer?
That's right.
If we're different from precincts, why are we on the same... If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything.
That's good.
You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Pop off?
It's just stupidity.
Anyone old enough in the UK to remember that cop-off meant that you would snog someone? Anyone old enough in the UK to remember referring to it as snogging? Anyone going once, going twice?
Fuck you.
What kind of stupidity?
The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez.
Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary.
So you volunteered to spoil it. What's special about Martinez? I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest, a case-solving machine sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm gonna leave why I was sent unspecified.
The silence carries.
So you volunteered to spoil it?
Yes. I am an unrepentant spoil sport.
The lieutenant appears pleased with this. What's special about Martinez?
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps. Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th. The lieutenant was right. It's not about who gets what's north. It's about who doesn't.
Alright, somebody's on.
Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
He's actually glad it's addressed now.
Logic, formidable. Why did the 41st send me? An 8% chance.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
I'm exceedingly qualified. Dumb brain, I'm good for nothing.
You look dumb.
Damage
if you keep the
morale.
lieutenant
What happens when
waiting
these hit
for
the
too
bottom?
long.
How do I get these back up? Yeah. Access the harbour. It seems like the next best place to go. Have a point to spend? Sick. Drama, wasn't it, that I wanted? Next. Level up drama. How do we get to the harbour then? Everyone has been telling me the way to go, but I don't know. I'm gonna just go ahead and guess it's this way. But the water's that way, isn't it? Did I have a little map? Did I not get a free map from that woman? Or I couldn't afford it, could I? Oh, you know who tells me directions? This woman.
Hello again, officer. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay, it's just
What's in
water.
the west?
No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Okay, what's east?
The harbor gates?
Okay.
Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store too.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
Bye. Does wearing stuff, what does the jacket do? +1 esprit de corps to wear the jacket. The shirt is +1 conceptualization, but -1 suggestion. -1 savoir faire, +1 electrochemistry. +1 composure for the shoes, -1 savoir-faire. Alright. What do we got here? Jump Jams, a popular music mag. A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. You should feel threatened by handsome men. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Saffron Picker, welcome to Revachol. Who's this?
Welcome to
Racist
Revachol.
lorry driver. Hey, it's all lorry drivers. You don't need to pick just one and be like, that one's the racist one. I got a little secret for you. It's all of them. There's only one type of worker that's more racist than a lorry driver. Cab drivers. What the fuck? Hey, cab drivers. What is it? In order to pass the fucking knowledge, you have to first say the most heinously racist thing you can summon up and mean it. And then you can take the knowledge test. Why are you addressing my partner like, welcome to Revachol, announces the right-hand man. The remark is addressed to the lieutenant.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Bodied.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah. You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking hey, Kim.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Cool. Homophobic too.
The lieutenant
anyone
exhales
surprised?
and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
The sorting of the races. Dude, I'd make a terrible cop, because this would be me. What you say? That's a one in the man. My gun's already, like, you know, the camera pans down on my gun. He's dead. Are we playing as Kim? No, he was just talking, because he's here. Hi, Kara.
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Wow, ironic.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
Flat Earth.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race...
Wow,
cease
he's
to
literally
believe
not
in
just
their innate
racist, he's like
superiority, they
full-blown
stop competing for
Nazi.
resources.
Like comically racist, you know? Like, so racist, it's literally almost funny. But people actually are like this. It's terrifying. When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. Okay, and?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kids are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Anti-vaxxer. Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
He's gone full North Korea. Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Yeah, you know what? I think I can get down with racism. Puts a little badge on, little sticker. I'm racist. Ask me anything. I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look and then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Dude, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of you later on. Be like, oh, I found my gun. Just, what are you doing, sir? Please. Magnesium. They love magnesium in this game. Fritt. Let's go in. Do you know there's a racist loitering outside? Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips too. Probably means something, but I don't really know what roses, yellow roses mean. Tulips, I did know once upon a time because of that one Fringe episode that is the best Fringe episode of all of the Fringe episodes, and I think it's called The White Tulip, and it was fucking awesome. Hi, Kyoki. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Cool, my headphones running out of battery. How is that possible? I've just put them on. Why am I here? Because you belong with us. There is nowhere left for you to go. This is the end of the road. If you find yourself here, you can only find yourself here. You've exhausted every other option. You're lost. And the only place you belong now is with us and the rest of the wretches in this place. Let's see if I can pull some money out.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, one bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine. Then it gives you money.
Oh, and how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Is Oliver at work?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Helvete. What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
She taps the glass count, can't afford one. Alright, what's this?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Electrochemistry?
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We
What do
don't
those
stock
products do?
prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Thank you for explaining, miss.
Uh-huh.
Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste. You know. the pharmaceuticals company. St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. There.
Okay. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Yellow rose is a friendship. Huh. What did I miss today? We spoke to a racist man and another lorry driver, and I got some yellow gloves. Tulips mean perfect and deep love. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Conceptualization, and I actually passed it. Isn't this my only other skill that's on a 1? No, that's on 2. Rhetoric. Rhetoric is on a 1. Savoir-faire is on a 0. This is sneaking. I ain't very sneaky though, am I? What's that magazine? Before we go on, what is this Frit?
I don't know. Frit?
And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
What magazine is that?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover boasting a colourful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. Might as well go and fucking chum up with the guy outside. Forget about all that. What is this Fashion Police cover? Point at the cover. I'm not interested in that magazine. I don't know why I asked about it. I want to know about the Fashion Police.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of
Right,
funny.
like drip.
They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this, standing there in the dirtiest outfit with fucking rubber gloves on for no reason? Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. Literally dressed like a jester. So who's the most stylish there? It can't be anyone from here.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
We are not the fashion police.
I have
We're
some
the
questions.
real police.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Puts the magazine down. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
One nice lorry driver and one racist one, and we got some yellow gloves. Yeah, that's like all that happened. That's why Kyorki keeps suggesting me to get her yellow roses for Valentine's Day. Wait, yellow roses means friendship. You got the wrong one. Don't get her yellow roses for the love of God. That's basically a breakup message. It needs to be tulips. Tulips. She's sending you a message, Ratch. It's over. Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
How do you think it happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
Lele, stop. Tell me about the economic reality.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
What about the physical reality then?
I don't know. What about it?
Where are we?
We're in Frit
No, I meant where are we on a larger scale?
as mankind, or as a nation, or
As mankind.
in a good place.
Grabs her face thinking.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
Most civilized people are out of touch with reality because they confuse the world as it is with the world as they think about it, and talk about it, and describe it. Now, of course, reality, from a philosopher's point of view, is a dangerous word. A philosopher will ask me, what do I mean by reality? Am I talking about the physical world of nature? Or am I talking about a spiritual world? Or what? And to that I have a very simple answer. When we talk about the material world, that is actually a philosophical concept. So in the same way, if I say that reality is spiritual, that's also a philosophical concept. And reality itself is not a concept. Reality is and we won't give it a name.
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
You imagine a policeman comes in and starts asking you on the philosophy of reality. And we won't give it a name.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
What is the revolution? Why 10:09? No idea. Never gonna guess that one. Give up.
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy. Yeah, it happened like
About the one we had in Rivertown.
50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Okay,
Cool.
bye. See ya. And we won't give it a name. I realised why I'm so hungry today, and it's because money on the ground, 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 money, money, money. Oh, he's making bank, son. Oh, he's made so much fucking money. Oh, he ain't hard up anymore. Here we go. Speak to this geezer.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
Oh. I thought he was the guy not letting people through. Man, I am so hungry. What do I do about that? Oh my god, my door just went. Couldn't find my keys. My front door was locked. Oh my god. Sit down. Shush. Nothing going on. You're all good, baby. Hey, baby, you're all good. Dog's like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Who dared? Oh my god, dude. There's no one there. There was a person who was very drunk. He was like, do you want me to clean your garden? And I was like, no, thank you. I was like, I rent this place. There's a guy that comes round and does that. He's like, well, see you later. And he wandered off. And I don't trust that he's literally still in my garden. That's why the dog's going crazy. Oh my god, Merlin. Gone, baby. Long gone. Done a great job. You defended me. Why, if you hadn't been screaming at the top of your lungs, we may all be dead by now. You've done it. You defended the homestead. Ew, oh god, he got me, man. Proud of yourself? Yeah. Okay, what is he saying? Scab leader. Bastards, we are going to get to work. We have a right to work. The man yelled towards the harbour gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy. A man of his size almost threw up. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong, right? No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Cool.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Okay. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Who's stopping you?
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the...
Right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Okay, we get it.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Okay.
So do we, Scott.
I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about the murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria.
I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through me.
Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work!
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Yeah, this is really not my area of expertise.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Is he concealing a weapon?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes, boy?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. What do you think, he's a plant or something? I'm Murgles. It's a Murgles. It's a me, a Murgles. Boom. Let's go. It's a me, a Murgles. What was she doing on her stream? Day drinking again? Classic.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Corpo plant. You're just in time to be furious at an NPC. See, you're too. This is what I said about you earlier on, Keeper. You're too easily swayed, baby.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Where you from, boy?
What's it to you?
Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Curiosity, you're going to figure out this strike mess. Routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second. Routine.
Am I a suspect?
Yes.
Done no crimes.
Okay.
I only fight for the rights of people.
Don't believe you. Already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's the one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Speak English. I don't know what that says. I have to delete your messages. For all I know, that's the most racist thing in the world. You can only speak English in this channel. You could maybe get away with Estonian if Lux is here. Or some sort of Finnish or Norwegian or whatever the fuck they speak, wherever the fuck Lily's is from. Because I don't know what you're saying, man. You could be saying the most heinous shit I've ever seen in my life. You could be dropping a Spanish N-bomb, you know? I don't know what the fuck. Or English. Of course, yes. We were promised we'd be in there working. Okay. And you're unable to breach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy
See you,
ordnance
Keeper.
to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer.
Like,
or whatever he is.
but so you're not striking. I don't understand. Like, there are workers in there who are striking, which is why it doesn't open. If you're not workers who work in there, then I don't understand what's going on exactly. Either the union is striking, but they're not part of the union and they still want to work and they can't get in there. I don't understand who the fuck these people are. What's a head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
Oh my god, am I still I forgot I was streaming then. I just wandered off. How bad could one guy be?
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
They're strike breakers, and what the fuck is that? I don't know anything about strikes, and I know there have been nothing but strikes in the news for the last 2 months, but I don't watch the news, so I don't know anything about strikes. I don't know what unions are. I don't know how any of it works. I feel like if I could be bothered to give a shit, it would be my favorite thing ever, because I absolutely hate CEOs and big pharma and rich people and the monarchy and stuff, but I don't know what any of it means. I just don't know what it means because I'm stupid, and that's the only reason. It's nothing to do with an opinion. And I know you're like, oh my god, you don't invest in people and don't you care about people? No. How about maybe I don't, or maybe I'm just stupid. Before you throw an opinion on it, because I know you're getting opinionated, just fucking answer the question.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And
right.
my men
Who are
are
you?
tired and hungry.
They're
They're workers.
You've got a trained
Not
killer and
fighters.
yeah, I don't trust it. Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
Okay.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
Unions are just a collection of workers that use numbers to force the CEOs to give them better conditions. I know that much, so then what the fuck is a strike breaker? Here in Calmalot, that's not a real place. We teach people the most valuable life lessons. How to dispose of your enemies. Just absolutely don't know what you're saying to me. Strike breakers are people typically hired by corporate to stop a strike from continuing. Oh, you think that's what's going on here? I mean, that probably that makes sense what he is. But what's the rest of them? I'm so confused.
No. They will give up eventually.
It seems like a major
Or
plot point,
get
and I'm too
drunk.
stupid to understand
Leave
it.
the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect lightly beaded square wedge.
Lonesome, long way home.
What is this? What am I looking at?
Here we
dude?
go.
Look at that.
Home awaits.
Fucking
Walk
Dali
past
piece.
Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the
Oh, it
other
finished.
side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people.
Right.
Why
Dead
did you
family.
come here?
Max Payne.
Why are you still here? And where's the dealer?
Yes, he's over.
You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Right, so I don't live in that house anymore and he won't think about it either. Learning cap for perception raise to 5. Speed gives 1 psi. Don't know what that means. Do I have a new one I can learn? No. I just have to wait. That's annoying. That took 5 hours. I don't 100% know what happened there. These guys seem to be anti-work and they just anti-union. My bad, wrong chat. Insane person. Scabs are temporary workers hired while the normal workers refuse to work. Right, but then they won't let them in to work either. I see. Okay. Thank you. That explained everything. Fruit Ninja, what's up? So can I actually interface with this? It says GRIH. I also need to be able to get into the thing, right? I have no ability as a cop. Oh, I can speak to this guy.
Scab?
Asks a man with jolly eyes, tilting his head.
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
That's not what he said. No, I don't want to deal with this again. Did you just call me a... What exactly is a scab? Yeah, I'm a scab, poor and downtrodden. Right to work. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
He chuckles, then realizes.
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
The strife. Cloud strife. I've come to Martinez investigating a murder now.
Murder, huh?
A murder now.
That sounds like a lot of hard work.
What's wrong with my brain
You've never
today?
seen me investigating a murder.
Allergy. It's actually very fun and easy. You're right, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never get it solved. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe you want to help me solve it by telling me who did it.
Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
Hey, look, drama check. You're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said that you know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Kuno used just what? To scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
Contemplates taking a swig from his flask.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Sorry, what? I did what? Air fried some chicken dippers in the middle of a stream. Because I'm fucking starving to death. No, can't have been me. I have some new barbecue sauce. It's the only sauce I eat, really. And it's Bullseye New York Steakhouse barbecue sauce, because it's quite hard to find sauces that don't have corn flour or maize in them. And well, I did. And I'm gonna try some right now, baby. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. If I eat something that I'm allergic to, the next day I am fucking famished. Like, just hungry all day. Cannot stop eating. Always need food. It's super annoying.
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all.
4 pieces.
Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
This barbecue sauce is nice.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Really? Me. I've got this brand new Bullseye New York Steakhouse barbecue sauce to try. Johnny J Man. What are you dipping them into?
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation. He kind of knows that though, right?
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with
what
that.
What have I told you about that word?
I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
Does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
Do I just walk in?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini Supremus is there. Walk right past him.
We've seen this. I've seen this somewhere before.
Then press the button to unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
Then go past him again.
Okay.
And you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
I thought you read it has corn in it. Me. I've got this brand new Bullseye New York Steakhouse barbecue sauce that I specifically bought because it doesn't have any corn in it. Tim D. I thought you were gonna cook your corn in it! Unbelievable. Like, I can't fathom. How the fuck did Tim D make all that money? Trust fund. Boris Johnson. Tim D is Boris Johnson. For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation. Or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
I think it's a cheap thing, Moonhouse. Companies use it to thicken stuff up, but I've noticed, now that I'm aware of it, that it seems to be in the like cheaper economy brand stuff that you find a lot more of it. At least in the UK. In America, I think they have corn in everything, and maize and shit, right? It's like one of their big produce. You You could convert his Seminese supremacist worldview. Has anyone here ever bested him in physical confrontation?
Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Yeah, I'm not right. Oh, I am kinda. Maybe I can do it. What will it be? This one? This one and this one? And this one, I guess? I don't know.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Nice names.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Simply convert to racism.
Sure.
I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? I would never beg. What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
Big boss?
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
Alright, let's see if we can get past this guy. I've got a feeling this is going to go horribly. In case of strike, press button behind guard. Hermetically sealed door. No lockpicking or door kicking. More than enough to please a woman. Oh, measurehead. Oh, PB. It's chai. Inverted chai. That makes this person PB.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Tchaikovsky.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Authority. Say nothing. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
Sounds like the guy that just knocked on my door. My god, I feel better after eating those nuggets. Let's beat the shit out of this guy. We can do it. A ripple of muscle passes underneath his skin.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and we need to get into the harbour.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust as if he was smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
What is Al Ghul? This is what I think that this is, that like weird reek of desperation. You'll see it on Twitch. Some people reek of desperation. Orcish. It's grotesque. I'm an alcoholic and I need that dead body. I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink on the weekends. Enough, I need you to take me down to the dead body or let me in.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
What the fuck is a ham sandwich race?
Show him the ham still got it.
I'm the police and I need you to comply now. No. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help.
No.
Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Hablo group has fallen.
No.
You were once a noble and powerful race.
Okay. It's called having a modicum of respect and the ability to converse and have any level of social skills, and your giant steroid swollen brain can't comprehend it.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Cool. No one cares. Let me pass.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos.
Yep.
But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Yeah, that was 1,000 years ago, and no one needs to think like that anymore. Stop.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Oh, no one cares.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor. This man is not budging. Let's hope his superiors inside are more cooperative.
I just need you to move about 20 centimeters back, push him out of the way. I'm not going to be able to do that. You're right about all this. Now I need you to help me get that corpse down from the tree. It was your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Mm-hmm. Sounds really progressive. Really great idea. Actual just animal people. You know, people are like this in the real world. Are you able to think of your own thoughts? Do you know the different colors?
Bring your troops to the
Do you know if we can,
Islands.
there are different shapes that we can show you. You'll really like them.
When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Okay, I don't know what you're saying. You're so annoying.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
I don't know. Are you asking, do you want me to give you a kiss? I don't know.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
My brain in every conversation that I have outside of these fucking walls, man. Dude, there was a guy last night. It wasn't like this, but this wasn't my reaction, but I did just remember having a conversation with another human last night. And I was walking towards the dog poo bin thing, and he was walking towards the dog poo bin thing, and his dog was like going, trying to get at Merlin, and Merlin was going, trying to get at his dog, and both of us knew that neither of these dogs should ever interact. So you're doing the familiar thing. If you're a dog walker or you know dogs or whatever, you know the familiar look of, and then now you're walking like this, and that means don't go near my dog. He's a maniac. Now Merlin is usually actually okay with other dogs, but I was like, I'll be fucked. So he was walking towards the thing, and I was walking towards the fucking bin, and both of us had a poo bag, and then and I went, it looks like we had the same idea as we got to the bin. Both of us on target, exactly, so awkward. We both get to the bin at the same time, and then I went to lift the bin up, and then I went to put the poo in the bin, and then I went, looks like we both had the same idea. And he went, yep, well, you got to take them for walks. And I was like, wait, yeah, no, not that we've both gone for a dog walk. It was way more specific than that. Like both of us were doing the exact. It was like looking in a mirror. You were pulling at your dog, I was pulling at my dog. You had a poo, and then we were walking to the same fucking thing. It's not that we're both walking a dog. It's so general. And I was like, oh, cool, dude. Just fucking, you know? Hey, guy. Yeah, we are both. Well done. You noticed that we were both walking dogs. Well done. You're so good. What about the fact that the most specific set of fucking circumstances led us to fucking arrive at the fucking bins at the same time, dude? Gotta get him outside. Yep, dude. Well, that's what I meant. Well, it looks like you're also walking a dog. Imagine just walking up to someone and going, you too are walking a dog as well. Look, at the same time. Yeah, obviously. Anyway, whenever I speak to these dickheads in real, like, not that poor old man didn't know, he wasn't an old man, he was probably about 5 years older than me, but he was older than me, and he didn't, you know, he just, you know, he was outside walking his dog, and he didn't want to talk to anyone either. But when you speak to a prick in real life, I speak to some people, and I'm like, oh great, you're a fucking dickhead. When you're on the train, man, you're on the train like this. You're listening to some music. You're just listening to your music, you know. You're having a good old time listening to your music. And then someone sits next to you. And there are plenty of other fucking seats on the train. This is what happens in my brain. Immediately attack. Don't even think about it. As soon as just as they're sitting down, go like this. Stone Cold Stunner 'em. Another part of my brain. You sicken me. Move away from me right now. Hi Tom Bacon. How are you enjoying the game, by the way? I really like it. It's really good. Very clever. Me in French class. Train people. The worst are the people that like sit next to you and they're like, excuse me, you got £1 I can borrow? I need to make a phone call at the next station. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're a fucking prick and you're lying. At best, you're begging for money and you're going to want more as soon as I give you £1. At worst, you're trying to rob me right now. No, I haven't got any money. Oh, no, I just like £1, like 50p. Have you got 50p? No, I haven't got any money. I buy everything on card because it's 2023. Listen, shut up! You don't understand who you're messing with. I'm Diamond in Valorant, you son of a bitch. I'll finger you. Excuse me, what? Alright, I don't know what to do here because this is the worst. I hit this every... the reason the stream has come to a screeching halt is because this is me in every conversation. While he's speaking, catch him off guard and punch him. Don't do that, Bradley. You're a fucking human being. You can talk your way out of this. You don't need to punch anyone. The most basest, lowest form of communication, physical control. Anger. Anger means you lost. Anger means you've already lost and you're trying desperately to take control of the fucking situation. If you can talk your way out of it, it's the most supreme way to get through any encounter in this life. But if we get him now, he's a dickhead. He ain't gonna listen to reason. You think you're gonna talk your way out of it? Nah. He don't give a fucking shit. He's too stupid to understand a fucking thing you're gonna try and explain to him anyway. Get him now. Fucking chin him. Listen. That's the point, though, isn't it? He wants you to chin him. He wants to fight. It's the only form of communication he knows. Teach him a better way. Prove that you're more intelligent. Back up these words. You don't need to be fighting people. You're too old. Let go. Nobody listens to techno. Yeah, but like you said, it's the only fucking communication he knows, ain't it? Kill him. Struggling so hard here. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Conceptualization. Subscribe to his advanced race theory. Medium, 42% chance, me in real life, whenever someone is like, well, let me tell you something about those people. I'm like, dude, don't be so racist. And they're like, well, let me tell you something about it. And I'm like, oh, right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, what are you saying right now? If people speak to me with confidence and it sounds real, I believe you. It's fucking, it's so dangerous being on the fucking internet, being radicalized by one side or the other constantly. Hi, Kara. Thank you for the 2 years supporting me. Physical instrument, formidable. -1 suggestion is against it. Low. 17% chance I'm gonna knock him out in one punch. I could do it like those fucking the slapping the thing, Dana White's new show. Who? The best chance you have of knocking someone out is while they're speaking, though. Wait for them to open their mouth. Let me tell you, sir. While their mouth is like that. Punch them like that. Keep your arm still like this and move your body into the punch. Like that. Pinky finger out because you've got class. Like you're drinking a nice sip of wine. And you want to punch them. Keep your arm like this, like a T-Rex. T-Rex was strong, right? Pinky finger out because you've got class. Wait for them to open their mouth. I don't want to pick one of these, which is why I'm not doing it. Well, I'm not subscribing to his advanced race there. I'm not going to knock him out, so I'll just fucking ask him. Hey, listen, aren't your boys white? Why are you fucking giving me shit about white people? Are your boys white? So, who cares?
Oh, don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
This is advanced racism, Bradley.
Race enigma runs much.
This is some serious advanced racism. Fuck. He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden.
Yes. Friction. Use it. You still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Yeah, bitch. Subservient pussy. Oh, what are you, subservient pussy? Oh, you work for someone. Pussy. You work for someone else? What does he tell you to suck his dick at the end of the day? Pussy. Oh, that's what I would say to him right now.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision.
Oh,
means
he
has the will.
Do you let him touch your bum bum?
Cultural capital.
Do you let him touch your bum bum?
Race, naivistic communist.
Do you let him touch your bum bum at the end of the workday before he give you his pay? Oh, here are your 4 coins, Measurehead. Let me touch your bum bum.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline.
Beta mentality. I'm speaking over him. What, you some sort of beta? Oh my god. That's what I do. I got that. Oh my god, Kim, you listening to this though? He's such a beta. Oh my god, he serves people. Yes sir, please sir. Do you wear a little tutu, do you? Oh my god, you got a little maid outfit for Mr. Claire. Claire's a girl's name. You serve a girl. Oh my god though. What a pussy hole though, dickhead. I don't know what you said because I was too busy fucking activating this side of my brain that hates these kinds of people. Just like the scales, you know, I have to balance them. I have to. There must be justice. This is Hikir in real life. 100%.
I believe in Jesus Christ and that the white race is superior.
All right, Hikir. Dial it back. Dial it back in the chat room. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and communism is pretty cool. I'm no communist. I don't know what communism is. Sorry, I don't know. Individualism is my jam.
Jam. Individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not?
Probably.
You have picked them up from rock and roll songs?
And what do you listen to, pussy?
Taylor Swift. Are you listening to your Taylor Swift CDs in your car on your way to suck off Mr. Claire? I
got it from disco, actually, motherfucker. I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel.
Rock and roll is moribund.
Oh my god.
Only Koikos listen to
Do you
it.
love Miley Cyrus?
There is no life left in it.
Oh my god.
My people abandoned
Are you a freak?
it long ago. It leads only to neurodegenerative herpes and heroin overdoses.
Dude, that sounds fucking great. What are you talking about? You think I haven't got neurodegenerative herpes? I can barely fucking say a single word in this fucking sentence. Heroin overdose is the best way to go out, dude. Name someone that died of a heroin overdose that wasn't baller as fuck.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Who the fuck are the Seminoles then?
The South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here 4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Who cares about anything that happened 4,000 years ago, bro? I don't even care about what happened 25 minutes ago in my real life. I don't care about anything. 4,000 is way too long to give a shit. Anyone that 4,000, if someone owned a fucking watch and it belonged to my granddad, I'd be like, hey, that's my granddad's. If it belonged to my fucking great granddad, guess what? I don't give a shit. I don't even know what it is. What even is that? Where'd you find that? That belongs to my who? And you're gonna put it in the music? Alright, I don't fucking give a shit. Dude. Your argument is that 4,000 years ago there was an island somewhere. Give this man a fucking bum tickle.
We are the future.
Oh! Using 4,000 years ago.
All you need to know.
Using 4,000 years ago to claim that you're the future. That's amazing. Hey, is there anything less progressive than tradition and history? Hey, guy. Dial it back, okay? You don't even wear clothes. Hey, dude, we invented t-shirts. Okay. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol.
I am a descendant.
No one cares.
The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams.
I don't care.
I see young Seminoles women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme.
None of that means anything to me.
On immaculate conception from the pay.
I have no fucking idea what you're saying to me or what this has to do with the fact that I need to speak to a guy about union workers. Absolutely gone so off target, talking about 4,000 years ago and women's immaculate conception. Hey guy, I need to speak to a dude about union workers. Doesn't have anything to do with what you say. Sure.
Good.
But Kim, what do you think about this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
I like the previous races better, actually. He seems so surprised by your choice of races. It's only because I want it to fucking... I'm saying it in front of this guy, Kim. Fucking pick up what I'm putting down.
That is understandable. The previous racist did not pose an immovable obstacle in entering the harbor.
Okay, here you go.
These cops are just jealous, Jean-Luc.
What do these tattoos mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenology grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right, that's craniometric perfection. My race does not stand a chance.
Correct.
Okay. Punch him.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
He's hurting me. Now you can shoot him, Kim.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
I'm a cop.
Your fist cracks in his hand.
Fuck!
Right apple. Pain shoots up into your brain.
Shoot him, Kim!
More and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, fuck you, dude. I don't need my arms.
Your hand twists in his grip, and the
shoot him, Kim!
Still, you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
For fuck's
we
sake!
Still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Kim! Hey, Kim! Let me tell you something that I've learned from movies. Joking. I'm joking. From real life. Any excuse to kill someone dead, you take it. American cops. Oh, what's going on? Kim, when someone you don't like is anywhere near you, you shoot them dead. It's called being American. The fuck was that? Kim? The only reason I punched him is because it would give you the authority to kill him. Who cares how strong he is? You've got a gun. God damn it, Kim, you fucking piece of shit.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere.
Pussy.
I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that Hulk.
Listen, it would definitely do. How else are we gonna get through the gates, huh?
There must be some other way. Let's go see the yard again. It faces the other end of the harbor. We're done with Measurehead here.
You fucking fool.
Let's think of something else.
You fucking useless dickhead, fucking pointless piece of shit. How do I even heal myself? I need money. I'm literally on death's door right now. I've got a broken fucking arm. Kim, we're cops. Okay, shut up, Biz. Biz, that's not very cop mentality of you, is it? He said at the other end of the harbor? Where? Over here? No. Don't know what it says. Good game. Kuno lied to you. Return to Kuno. Find one armor piece. Get the hangman's boots. Right, we tried doing that though. It can't be done. A foreign car kept in good condition. A vest. Physical impact. Tank top. +1 physical instrument. Should have worn that when we fought the fucking geezer. And what does this one do? Conceptualization. That's a smart one. We need that. Take all the money, yep. We've got £1. I got £2.68.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face.
Look at this graph.
It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma? Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Hey, bitch!
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Bizcotto is... Kim Kitaragi. There's another way around through the whirling rags roof? That doesn't make sense. Actually, we can go and have a fucking word with Kuno. He's probably gonna fucking hurt me though. And I'm gonna end up losing that 1 HP. Get fucking sparked out by a 10-year-old.
Fuck does Kuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor. Hasta mañana, always be mine.
So?
Remember that song? Viva forever, I'll be waiting, everlasting, like the sun. That's as far as I think I can go. I don't remember any more words. He told me you promoted to sick the pigs on. Promised to promote to... Fuck! Joe Biden. He said thank you, wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway. He said now you're the king of the entire Jamrock.
North Jamrock? Kuno meant everything north of 881. The rooster fucked Kuno's words up. Kuno doesn't do south. Doesn't fuck with the Madre.
Kuno appreciates you recognizing him as the sovereign of Jamrock, though North Jamrock, that is.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello.
Look, pig.
Jello.
Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you.
English
That
people saying
happened.
Jello.
Now
You know?
you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Okay, bye. I wonder if I can use the tools to get the boots off this fucking guy now.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. The material appears delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
You know this.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate. Zircon under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's V.
The cadaver slowly...
Okay, I guess not. What's this? If this ladder's for kids, it wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. We know all of this, though. I wondered whether, because I have the tools, would let me. Kuno is Welsh? No. There's clearly no other way around. Kim tries to not look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
You're looking at the destruction?
He nods.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
Listen, this is just an untidy room. Playing Hogwarts Legacy is a crime against humanity. I defied bourgeoisie morality here. This is an expression of me, my individualism.
I have no idea what that means.
You don't need to.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Didn't know there was time in the game. Been there the whole time. Look at that. Alright. I don't know if there's a way around. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Hello, Orkish. I actually have to play Hogwarts Legacy next week for work. I heard that. I didn't want to out you on the internet because now everyone's going to have an opinion on it and make you feel like shit about it. Why don't you just quit your job? You should quit your job. You shouldn't just go hungry and not be able to make rent and end up homeless because of some stupid internet opinion. That's what people used to say about PewDiePie to me. I was like, yeah, cool. I'll just fucking quit my job and die. And die. Great idea. You're so smart. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. We do have a broken window. I'm not fixing it. If you hand a bag in your hand, perhaps you could play. Oh, if you had a bag. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is the way. What the hell's that? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Rue de Saint Ghislaine Maxwell, roundabout north. Isn't that her name? Dude, how crazy is it that she got convicted, right? They were like, yep, you were sex trafficking underage girls. Hey! No one even noticed because of the Johnny Depp stuff. No one even noticed because of the Johnny Depp stuff. And no one cares. Where's the list? Who did she sex traffic underage girls to? Give me the I need to know who these celebrities and politicians are, bro. I'm just sitting there watching a Brad Pitt movie like, what a wonderful time I'm having. You know? Yeah, gifted us up to Kuno. Good one. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and there's tools to disassemble it. Alright, what is this guy saying? Are we speaking to him? There's a girl up there. She spilled the paint. Oh, there's another thing over here. But I didn't pay for it. I might put it up in an AFK. Yeah, that'll do. If we had to not do things because bad people would get money from them, we should all just stare at a bush in a park until we die. Yeah, I know, right? People would never... People only focus on one small aspect at a time and never see the bigger picture. It's like every single internet argument ever. Conceptualization impossible. Well, not impossible because I could roll 2 6s. Why am I looking at this wall?
You have no clue.
Got one
it's just a wall.
Yeah.
So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Oh, well, we can speak to this fucking little idiot over here now. Can we go and arrest this little shit?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? come to slit my throat in my sleep.
Were you sleeping?
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Pig! A garden hose. A balcony with a view to the yard. What's happening to Orcish right
What's
now?
that noise down there?
Huh? What was that noise? Whose footprints are these? An orange bum hat? This gives me +1 reaction speed and -1 rhetoric. Bum brain. They mean an American bum, like a homeless person? Rhetoric is only on 1 already, I don't want to lose that. But maybe when I'm fighting that guy again, which I'm sure will have to happen. What does it look like? Just out of curiosity. Be great. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. I'm not getting here.
There must be another way into the building.
Can't get involved in this.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned from his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says, Soto voce.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Okay.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie... Actually, can I have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
Lie.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Don't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
You're right.
As you wish.
I really need to talk to
Is
him.
it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Okay, what's your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Hey, Kim. Shoot him.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging? Hi, Wolf.
Hamburger.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
And I'm coming.
I'd even go
These
so
are the
far as to
42
say
months.
that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
Thank you for the 42-month resub, my friend. My son. Oh, Jesus. Bizcarter writing a fucking full thesis in the chat. If you can act on the things you're aware of, I think you should. Obviously, there are circumstances that make it less black and white to decide, but as a consumer choosing to support a shitty person in the least you can do, things won't get better if we aren't better about how we move around. Yeah, but what about if you work for a company? If you're in America, you could shoot him, I know, right? Fire. I mean, if you can act on the things that you're aware of, I think you should. Obviously, there are circumstances that make it less black and white to decide, but as a consumer, choosing not to support a shitty person is the least you can do. Things won't get better if we aren't better about how we move in the world. Did you change one? You didn't change even a single word in there. I thought it was going to like end on like a completely different note. It was going to be like, I mean, if you can act on all the things you're aware of, think you should. Obviously, there are circumstances that make it less black and white to decide, but like as a consumer, choosing to not support a shitty person is the least you can do. Things won't get better if we aren't better about how we move around in the world. Island boys! We be them island boys! And just block caps, but he didn't. He just literally copy-pasted it.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
If you work for a company, aren't you obligated to refuse or at least ask for a different assignment? What company in the world ever? You know what? I don't feel like serving these burgers today. Fuck you. Give me something else to do, McDonald's. No, dude, that's your job. Just do the thing. What about if I go and stand over there next to the clown? What are we talking about? I told you, Kyoki. Shouldn't have brought it up. Shouldn't have brought it up. If you work for a company that works on Hogwarts Legacy, that's not an equivalent comparison. Why isn't it? Is McDonald's not a company? Is that not a job? Hi, Gavin. The game is the pineapple on pizza of video games. Kinda. The only thing you're protected for in the US, if your company tells you to do something, it's clearly illegal. Unethical is a bit more dicey because if it's not illegal, the law doesn't as much protect you. Yeah, you're just refusing to do your job. I'd fire your ass. I would fire your ass.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Oh, did I? Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Uh-huh.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little notebook.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Snow blankets the old patio chairs and dead house plants, and all the neighboring windows are black.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Uh-huh.
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
Uh-huh.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
Uh-huh. And she was never seen again. It's the stakes involved. One's a burger, one goes against who you are as a being. Okay, what if I was a fucking vegan? Checkmate, bitch. Go fuck yourself.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday.
My
you
son!
don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
Rugby, huh? They have rugby in this world? Hi, Myth. Can you take your sister-in-law home? Are you the designated driver here? Kyorki needs to be escorted off the premises. She started a fucking flame war in chat. Food to the burger. Anyway, I don't have a horse in this race. I'm not interested in the game. I just wanted to provide some perspective. Oh, thank you so much, omnipresent one. Oh, Lord of everything, who understands everything in the world, gracing us with your fucking perspective. Whatever would we have done without your perspective? Us small-minded, minuscule muggles wandering around on this earth like ants with no direction until you came into our lives with your guiding light. My sincerest apologies for considering my own choices, saying my own words. What's your friend's real name?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, snow continues to pile on the neighboring windowsills.
No one has been useful at all.
Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Yeah, that person saw something.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. It's a red check. It cannot be retried, but I do have a 58% chance.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding. There's snow gathering on his hair and on his shoulders. A speckle of white against the purple that hangs loose on his slender frame.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
Hold on.
Can I grab it?
What's that?
Like a dolphin.
For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Yeah.
It's a sign.
Yeah.
Good luck with the investigation.
Thank you. Bye. He's walking off. Ta-ta for now. Yeah, she's playing Half-Life. You'll have to play it. Just don't pay for it or stream it. Yeah, there you go. If that's even possible. Can we just watch the stream made on devices by child labor, please? Thank you. Right. J.K. Rowling is so wealthy that it doesn't even matter if the game sells or not. Yeah, but it's the... I mean, that's the point, I guess, isn't it? We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
It's probably that fucking maniac who broke my hand.
Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Small rock.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay. Let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Okay. The smoker on the balcony. Ask around for his apartment number. Ask around for his apartment number. Save the game. Main menu. Quit the game. Wait. Confirm. You know what game we should play? Hero Wars. It's time to play Hero Wars. Hashtag Hero Wars. I'm legally obligated to put the hashtag as well, even though that's confusing maybe. Maybe not. Who cares? Hero Wars.